Alright, so my friends, this is my new possession in the garage. This one is a 2015 Bonneville T100, which is precisely 865cc, and it's a 360 degree firing order, so it sounds very different compared to uh, most of the 270 degree crank interceptors, or any other new generation Triumph models, especially the water cooled ones from 2017 onwards. So this sounds very different. So yeah, so this is the bike, and initially I did observe some issues as I got it from the previous owner. The previous owner had put block pattern tires on this particular bike, and as you know, this bike weighs about close to 500 pounds. So apparently the block pattern tires were not going well with this particular bike, especially at the low speeds. I used to feel a sort of a wobbly effect if I go on a uneven surface, etc. So yeah, so I didn't realize what it could be, but and since those block pattern tires were not giving the adequate confidence, neither on tarmac nor on the gravel, for some reason, maybe it's because of the weight of the bike, it's not suitable. It's not, bike is not accepting the block pattern tires probably, and giving the right level of comfort nor confidence, and especially while at the cruising speeds of 130, 140, 150 plus, there was tremendous amount of road noise, right, which was a huge irritant. So that was bothering quite a bit. So then I started looking out for the stock size tires, and also forgot to mention to you that the block pattern tires what this was running were not the stock size. It was a bit different. Maybe that's the issue, but not sure. So I started searching for the stock size tires. So in this particular bike, it comes with 190 19, and the rear comes with 130 80 17, right? So these are the tires this particular bike rolls out from the factory. So very few options from an Indian manufactured tires point of view. Hardly any option, for especially for the rear section, which is 130 by 80. So I looked around and found that we had a new brand called Reise. So Reise had three different types of tires. One was the complete off-road spec block pattern. The another was the Tour R, which is sort of a touring spec tire, again a block pattern, and this was called TraceR, which is more of a road spec tire. So let me show you the tire pattern. So this is how the tire pattern is, and I've done about close to 200 kilometers so far. Yeah, I've done about 200 kilometers so far, and I've ridden it in various conditions. First one being in the city, both on tarmac and the city loose gravel, the city potholes, etc., etc. And the bike felt amazing. The cushiony effect was really good compared to the block pattern ones, and the traction levels have improved. Surprisingly, I'm seeing a better braking response. In terms of time it takes to cut down the speed. I'm not sure how that's happening, but yeah, I'm observing that after the change to these tires. So that is one, and especially touring on the countryside, on the winding roads, these tires have been giving much better levels of confidence, right, in terms of traction. Not sure if it is got to do with this pattern or what, but yeah, surprisingly it's very good, and giving good traction levels, and tires are quite grippy. It's gripping well. And I also tried it out on the wet surface. The wet grip of these tires is way better than the previous block pattern tires what were there on the bike. So from that point I think it's good. And next, coming to the speed rating of the tire. So the speed rating, as you see, is P rating in the front. It's P rated. So P means you can look up the chart with respect to the speed rating. P is good up till 150 kilometers per hour, and the rear is S rated tire. S is, I think, good for up to 180 kilometers per hour. So yeah, so typically I think the stock tires what came with this were Metzeler's, and I think both were H-rated tires or S-rated tires. I don't remember, but they had a speed limit or capability of up to 220 kilometers per hour, which this bike is capable to do up to 200 kilometers per hour. But I really don't do those speeds. So for me, 120 to 140 is the max I would do. Otherwise, cruising comfortably at 100 to 120 is my forte on the highways. And I did also do a highway ride today, and in that particular 200 to 50 kilometers, I did close to 100 kilometers on the highway, and I did push the bike up to 140 kilometers per hour. And believe me, super happy with the performance and comfort what these tires are providing in to take all the undulations, absorb the shock from the road, and hold on to the road really well, and provide that very good traction levels both in dry and wet condition. And yeah, sticky rubber, I would say, quite a sticky rubber. And braking performance, yes, definitely it has gone a notch higher. I'm not sure how and what, but yes, it is definitely a notch higher. And traction levels are better, is the clear observation from these tires, right? So yeah, by the way, I ordered these tires on a website called Tyremarket.com, just in case any of you who are looking for tires, especially for the Bonneville T100, could probably look up Tyremarket.com. And these tires are very economically priced. I think I got both set of these two for just 5,000 rupees, and yeah, it's doing amazingly well. Super happy so far with the purchase. Yeah, that's a little bit about these tires. And do let me know in case of any questions. Happy to clarify, happy to answer. And in case you have an experience using these tires, please do share that in the comment section. Thank you.